Hello everyone, it's Birdie here, the Recycled Hippie Chick. Let's see if I can, oh, I don't have it plugged in. Okay, I hope this is light enough. You know, I'm at a desk that has a ledge right here, so I don't know if that's blocking the light from outside. Let me turn on this corner light. Okay. Woo, boy, that did it, didn't it? Okay, I have a very large book. It's my prompts book, and I can't get it all in video here, so we're just going to do the best that we can. I got a little clippy wormy thing that holds my phone that I've got clipped on here, so I'm going to try not to bump it. I just want to do a video today before my husband gets home because he's messed up my whole videoing since I moved in here to the living room. He has had days off from work that were cold and they had him work from home, and he's been here in this room and I can't do a video. So he's kind of messed up my mojo. Today, I want to do some prompts. And yes, I'm probably going to bump this table a lot. So strap on, you guys. If you cannot handle the bumping, then you may not want to watch this video because I have a feeling I'm going to bump it a lot. I was talking to, well, I've been wanting to do some prompts because I haven't done any in forever. I was talking to Fawn because she always talks about doing crazy eights, Spotted Fawn, and she said yes, that it is crazy eights, that you pick out 8 prompts. There's 4 and 4, and you line them up and put them in order according to how you want to do them, you know. She watched a girl named Cindy Utter, in which I have not seen, Utter, and that's where she got the idea. And she said her rules are, you pick them out, you lay them down in the order that you want to do them. If you don't like one, put it back in the jar and get another one. You do it your way. This is supposed to be inspirational, not anxiety ridden. So just do it, have fun. If you want to add something to it, do it. If you want to take something away, do it. This is just giving me ideas of what I can put in my book. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to just start laying them out, and then we will put them in order how we want them. Use altered paper clip. Crumple some paper, stamp it, then smooth it out. A frame, something shiny, circles, use pencil lines, any kind, layers, and a receipt. Okay, zoom in and show you those. And I'm going to, there's no paint or anything on here. Isn't that crazy? So we're going to have to add our own paint and stuff. So I don't care. I'm going to add the altered paper clip last because it'll just clip on over the top of everything we've done. I'm going to put some paint on first, and then I'm going to use a pencil, and then I'm going to crumple some paper. And then we'll just add the frame, something shiny, some circles. Let's put something shiny down here because I can splash gold paint on at the end. So let's just do it in this order right here. I'm going to go gather everything and I'll be right back. Okay, now, first thing I want to do, move these. Where and how. Move these over here. And first thing I want to do is get some paint on a page. So let's find us a page we want to do. And let's scrape some paint. Let's see, looks like I've just been going down the row. I'm going to, do I have any in the back? let's just start right here with this strange girl and start scraping paint. I want to add some underpants first, so I am going to use my receipt as part of my underpants. So I'm going to set that one aside, and I think I'm going to use my matte gel medium for all of this. Okay, let's get started. How have you guys been? I have, if I were not so lazy, I would get up and go, I have a black book that when I think of something I want to talk to you guys about, I write it in that black book, and it is not right here at my fingertips, and I don't want to get up again because you guys don't realize that when I pushed pause, it's been 30 minutes and I have fed a dog and put some chicken gizzards on to cook for them because they're out of snacks, and I have searched high and low for a receipt in which I finally found inside of one of my grocery bags in my bag storing area, and I wanted to get frame. I was so excited because I ordered a book. I watched Miss Moss at Moss Cottage, and she had gotten this new book from a friend as a gift called Paper, 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 and I just felt like I needed it in my life. I don't know why. I just got this crazy idea that I had to have that book. So I found one on eBay, and I had ordered it. And it has all kinds of paper in it, which I was going to show you. And one of the pages in there had some punch out frames in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a frame. I'm going to use it. So I went to get that. Get my underpants basket pulled over here. I went to get that stack of that book. Paper, 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 because it was on the table the other day. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see all this. I'm going to do it sideways. It was sitting on the table, and I spent 2 days tearing it apart. I loved just tearing the pictures out of it and the papers and kind of organizing them. You know, this can go in my garden folder, you know. Just, I was having a blast tearing the book apart. And do you think I can find that book? I moved it off of the table so we could eat supper one night. I remember doing that. And do you think I could find that book anywhere now that I'm wanting to use one of the pages out of it? Heck no. That book, I have searched for 30 minutes while you guys were on pause and cannot find it anywhere. So I am just not in the mood to get back up again and go find my little black book, or not find it. Who knows where it's at. So, yeah. Welcome to Birdie's world. Sometimes when people jump on here and make everything look so easy and why, your next step is this and your next step is that, know that they have spent hours getting all of this ready. I know a lot. I'm probably giving away some of you girls' secrets if anybody's on here that does videos that watches me. But it just, you think, oh, well, I think I'm going to use, this color combination today. Know that they have probably already had that planned out, gotten their colors together, gotten all the papers that they were going to need with those color combinations in them. It's not as easy as you make it looks, as they make it look. So don't ever do something and think, oh my gosh, it's not as easy as what I see them do on the videos. You know why? Because it's not. They're prepping it. They're prepping it, and they have to prep it because otherwise you would be watching a 3-4 hour video on them deciding what color they wanted to do and all that. So don't feel bad. Come over here and watch Birdie show you how it's really done. How it's really confusing and mismatch and nothing put together. Oh dear. I am everything a real YouTube video person should not be. I respect them. Mad dog that they can even get everything organized and laid out and all that stuff. I cannot. I like to organize, but it's not in me to do it for a video. I just can't. I'm just on the fly girl. How have you guys been? I have been for days watching, well, I watched the inauguration all 4 days that it went on. Now look, I just put that airplane upside down. It will bother me, but that's okay. It'll probably end up with paint over it or whatever, so we're not going to worry about it. We're just not. I don't know how the president is even, well, he's at the World Economic Forum right now. I think he was either there yesterday. I don't know what he's doing today, but man, 4 days of inauguration running here, there, and yonder. And then jet setting to wherever this World Economic Forum is to tell them how it's going to be for America, which I'm so glad. They're probably, the World Economic Forum is probably so mad because he's messing up their, he is messing up their one world agenda, you know, their one world order thing they've got planned by 2023. And they've had Biden so brainwashed for the past 40 years to be their little puppet and do whatever they wanted to do, that he just did whatever they said yes to. And Trump is not going to do that. He's going to do what's best for us. They could probably flash $1 million in front of Biden and say, do this for us, do that for us. And he would go, hand out his hand and go, why, yes, thank you. But Trump's not going to do that. So that really throws a wrench in on their deal, and they are not happy about it. Anyway, that's all I'll say. I'll try not to be political today. Okay, now I think this will be enough with the underpants, and the next stage will be scrape some paint. So let's go ahead and dry this, and then I will be right back. Okay, now one of these was called crumple some paper, stamp on it, and then smooth it out. I have some paper here that I was using to sponge paint some red with, so it's kind of stuck together, but there's some up here that I think I can smooth out after I stamp it. So I've got it crumpled. Let's just get one of our homemade stamps. No, this isn't a homemade stamp, but that'll work. Get our ink pad out. And stamp. There we go. And then we'll straighten it out. Well, let's stamp this side too, because there was two sides of it. I just want there to be ink on both sides. There we go. Now, open it up and smooth it out. And let's put that on. So we've got that one out of the way. I should have done this before I dried it. Because now I'm going to have to dry it again. That's okay. That's what pause is for, right? We're just here to have fun, to act like kids again, because we're told so much we have to be adult. And we still have that kid-like mentality hidden inside of us that just wants to cut loose and just play. I'm going to dry this. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. See the receipt? All the numbers and stuff are completely gone. Just from using a hairdryer to dry this. This one's almost completely white. So you girls that are doing your memory keeping, thinking, oh, 20 years I'm going to look back on these receipts, I'm not sure you will. The wiener dog starts barking and gets Cooper all riled up. And then I open the door so they can run out to see what she's barking at. And she stands back and lets him run out. And she's like, okay, I'm going back to bed. It's just so frustrating, these crazy dogs. Okay, let's scrape some paint. I don't even have a focal image, a frame. I'm going to have a frame because the other day I had this piece of plastic that came in the bottom of a bag, a plastic bag. And so I just cut these pieces of fodder paper out and made a little frame for it. So I actually have a frame. But I don't have a focal image yet. Here's something, we're just going to use it. This was too big to fit in my mushroom journal. So we're just going to use this tree as our focal image. So I'm just wanting something to give me some ideas for some colors I can put on here to scrape paint. I don't want to do greens because I don't want it to mix in very much. So I'm going to put some khaki. And what's this one? That's green. Orange. Let's flip it around here. Let's see what else we can find. Here is a blue. Okay, let's see where we get with this. Let's use our credit card. I gotta be gentle around this tissue paper because it's not completely dry and I'm afraid it'll rip. I can get pretty crazy with my paint scraper. What have you guys been working on? You guys, I have watched so many videos and don't remember any of them. It was so good. So good to see Joey DeFee back on. I watched her video. Whether it was just one and she doesn't do another one for months, that's fine, Joey. It was just really, really good to see you and hear your voice. And so thank you for having the strength to do that. I pray that you are on the mend. Look at that, okay? Gonna dry it. Okay, I am also going to remove this stick that says layers because we actually did that, not realizing it, with the underpants that we put on first. And then I have layered paint and stuff over the top of that. So that was our layers. I'm actually going to turn it around now because I need to start doing things right side up. Now, the next one I have down is use pencil lines of any kind. I am actually going to use my Stabilo, and I'm just going to scribble. And you know what? I'm going to dip it in water. I'm going to dip it in water and scribble. Because the Stabilo is water activated, so that'll just make it look a little smearier and messier. So there are my lines. Now what's next? Next is a frame. So here's my frame. I think what I'm going to do is turn this frame into a pocket. So I'm going to glue this on down here so we can put something in it that's a pocket. I'm trying to scoot this thing up. I don't want anything to stick to it. Okay. I've already inked that side, so I'm going to put the glue on this side. 3 sides, because this is going to be a pocket. And I'm going to put it down here because we're also going to add a hidden paper clip, and I'm probably just going to clip it on the top. And I have some hidden paper clips already made, so that'll be easy. Okay, I'm going to scoot this down, and I'm going to sit my Matte Gel Medium container on it while we work on this part up here. Circles. My next one is circles. Let's see here. I am going to just kind of lay that where I want to, and then I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to go see if I have some punch outs of circles out in the art room. Okay. If I have circles out there, I don't know where they are. So I did see some circles in my Inchy jar. So let's dig some of those out. Okay, there's one, there's one. And okay, so I had 2 circles. Oh, here's an Inchy with a circle on it, so we'll use that one. Little button. And let's start out with those. I'm going to take my scissors and turn my Inchi into just a circle. I'm going to cut out around that button. And we'll use that. And let's get those on there first, because I have other ideas too. It has been very, very cold here. The other day we were, last week we were in single digits. At one point it was -4. And Helen was so cold, my squirrel. For those of you who may just be dropping in and don't know who Helen is, she's a little squirrel that I rehabbed, and I've set her free before winter got here, and she is still kind of needing attention. I built her a house and put it in the tree. And she did not want to come out of her house the other day on the -4 day. So I had taken her food up to her, stuck it in her little hole, and my fingers were burning so bad. So I just got them stuck back in my glove and got back in the house. I've been feeding the birds twice a day. The cackles, is that what they're called? Are they called cackles or crackles? They look like a starling, but they have like a yellow or a white line on their wing. They kind of look like a red-winged blackbird, but it's either white or yellow. Can't remember. Is there any out there right now? No. They come in like a huge drove, like starlings do. All of a sudden you look out there and the whole ground is covered with them. They just pretty much wipe me out of bird seed. So in the afternoon I go back out again. The squirrels, of course, are eating the walnuts like gangbusters. Here's my hidden paper clip. Where's my hidden paper clip stick? I don't know where it went. But we'll put this on here at the end. This little boy is going to be looking at the tree, I guess. That'll be our hidden paper clip. And anyway, so I've been filling up everything a couple times a day. Circle sponge. We'll put some white paint. I don't know if I have any white. Yes, I do. Oh, here. I think this is my... No, that's my frame. I don't know where my hidden paper clip one went. Anyway, we'll put some of these on there. Let's take our little... Well, those have a lot of texture to them. Bubbles. We'll see how that dries. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry for the bump. And I'm just going till I've used up my paint over here, because I do have some other circles I want to put on here also. Okay, so that paint is used up. Now I have a stamp with a circle in it. Here's my circles, and that's done. Okay, let's see here. Let's do black, or let's do... wow, I wonder if we can use this. I got this at the store a while back. Sepia. It's so pretty. But it's an ink. It's very runny. So let's see if we can... Let's see if we can use that to stamp through our coffee stain circle. I watch Kylie Koo, and she likes that sepia, and I do too. I fell in love with it when I saw her use it. And so I got some last time I was at Michael's, looking for something else, and ran across this. Kind of faint. I don't know if you guys can see them. I want to do another one or two. Let's see here. Let's put one up here at the top. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Now, this I found when I was looking for my hidden paper clip. Somebody gave this to me, and I don't know who. Thank you if you're watching. I'm going to slide this right in here for my pocket. And we're down to something shiny. I don't know if you can see. We have, let me turn it sideways. We have our pocket, which is a frame. We have some circles and a focal point. And we're down to shiny is our last one to do. And I'm just going to, you know what else I think I want to do? We have a tree, so I'm thinking we just need a couple butterflies on there to be flying around the tree. What color would we do them? I see we have pink here, and a little bit of pink in that. So let's make pink butterflies, if I have some in here. For those of you who aren't usually here and you're maybe new, I am in the house right now for the winter. My art room is out in the, I don't have any pink, so we're just going to use, let's try to mix some pink. This and white. Let's see what happens. I'm in the house because my art room is usually out in a garage beside the house, and it's too cold. Just too cold to be out there. So that is what I'm doing in here. Let's see. I know Miss Moss loves to mix paint, and I just don't ever do it. So I'm going to channel my Miss Moss right now and see if we can make pink out of this. We cannot. So I don't know what color that is, but I don't think it's pink. But that's what color our butterflies are going to be, because by golly, that's what we have, right? We are going to use what we have. Kind of a pink, a mauve. Remember back in the, what was it, 80s, when mauve and dusty blue were popular? Everybody had dusty blue in their house and mauve. Including me, because I was back in that day trying to keep up with the Joneses. The poor Joneses, not the rich Joneses. 'Cause I just have never been able to do that. I would love to, but it's just not in my cards. So, I went through the stage where everything was geese. Then I went through the stage where everything was watermelons. I went through watermelons for a long time. Look at these little splatters. Let's go ahead and do those too, since we have a lot of paint. That doesn't even look like a butterfly, but you know what? That's okay. It's a layer. It's a layer. I had too much paint on my sponge. Okay. Now, let's see here. Let's move this aside for a moment because we're pretty much almost done there. And let's take this paint and get it here, there, and yonder on our painty paper, because this painty paper will be something beautiful one day. We'll be able to use it for a background or a page or whatever. Okay, now let's let this dry and find a sentiment. Okay, how appropriate. A time to branch out. So I'm going to put that there. I got my watercolors out. I want to see if we can't just give some, what did I do with my towel? See if we can't just give some highlight to the little butterflies and the little circles with some watercolor. I'm going to, ooh, my water is very, very dirty. That's okay. It'll make a pretty different shade. So I'm just making a little shadow on my little circles. And now I want to do a little something on my butterflies. So I'm just going to take a little bit of red. Just adding a little bit of color so they're not just so flat. There we go. I don't know, just kind of in the mood to go around the edge with what's left on my brush. Not to get any more, just to use what's left to get rid of that. Okay, now let's get our little sentiment. Put that on there, and we mustn't forget my last prompt is shiny. So let's sprinkle some gold on there and call it a day. Yay! I got to hang out with my homies and I got to play a little bit. I'm going to take this out for a moment and I'm going to cover, what do we have here? I'm just going to cover that plastic part, and I am going to eventually get me a tube of gold like Kylie Koo uses, but I still have gold in this, so I have to use it until it's gone, because otherwise I'm just getting something that I really don't even need. These two, if you've ever gotten these from Temu, the only two that really work are the ones in the middle. I just kind of mix them all together just so that I can get rid of them. These just don't even work. It's just like brushing paper on your page. Brushing water. You can't see anything. And this, of course, I'm making this out of mud water because my paint water is very dirty. I don't have my fan brush out here, so I don't even know how this is going to work out, but it is sprinkling. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I am getting splatters. So we do have the shiny that will be going on. I'm just using it up until all the water is out of these. I'm just going to keep splattering till my water's gone. There we go, you guys. Now let's put that on our paper. Got a teeny bit left in here. Let's just go over our little tag with that. And our hidden paper clip. This little boy is a little out of his element, but he's going to have some gold on him, and he will live here. It's time for him to branch out, right? He will go on up here. And there we go. Let's see if we can show this a little bit. There. Ah, that felt good. That is our page. And you know what? This will be the last time we ever use this book. I'm not going to use this book anymore on video. So I'll go ahead and show you what I've done in it so far, because this is just too big to play with on video. I write my prompts I thought I wrote my prompts on each one so I knew what they were. What is on this? This glue book is for my 2024 Janet Live prompts. She lives outside of London in a town called Croydon. We have such a wonderful community that visits during her Monday morning YouTube Live from 8 to 10. We gab, share prompts, and quotes of positivity. That's just, I don't know why I didn't write the prompts anywhere. Oh, yes, I did. There's the prompts for this one. You can't even see it. There's this one. And I've got the prompts written there. There's this one, which is one of my favorites. And I've written the prompts back here. Look at the little fairies in there. Oh, I like this one. And this one. And I've got a flippy flappy and wrote the prompts here. This one. And I have 3 pictures of me. This is at our house in Branson. Oh, I loved it. I had my own boat. It's me and my cousins playing out in the water. It's me and my cousins on my mini bike that I got for Christmas. There's me. Such memories. And there's me with just a bunch of friends. I wish I could have somebody remove this from the picture. I was about 12 or 13. This is me right here. And I had my own Volkswagen. We lived in a resort. And as long as I didn't go out on the road, my dad let me drive my Volkswagen wherever I wanted to go. So, yeah. What a wonderful time. Anyway, there's my prompts over here for that one. Childhood memories is what I have written on this one. And I don't have any more. That is all, I think. I have this one, but I think I just did that. It's not prompts, just a background. Then I have this one, in which I will write my prompts on the back of this. And that is it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'm sorry this took so long, 45 minutes of Birdie's nonsense, but I sure had fun doing it. I sure had fun being nonsensical. Bye-bye from Birdie.